imagination that I'm like.
Do you remember Isaiah? 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom.
That's what I'm trying to make a YouTube video. Let little star, how one foot punch you in your mouth. If you don't be quiet, you will be a quiet.
Twinkle, little star.
How I wanna punch you in the mouth.
How I wonder.
Who's touching my head?
That's
Alright, let's see who can get credit
Up
for
so
being stupid.
low, up so high.
Too
Like
easy.
a diamond in
Like-
the sky.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I'm gonna punch you right in your mouth.
Up above the world so high.
Solomon, be quiet.
Like up above the
Oh, snap.
like a diamond in the sky.
Hey, y'all shush. Daddy, can you put it on the thing?
Yeah,
He was the campaign manager for Donald Trump's 2016 campaign, and on Tuesday he appeared before the House Judiciary Committee. He was actually the inaugural witness in this phase of the Democrats' impeachment
I'm better than
inquiry,
you.
and he fairly casually testified about misconduct from President Donald J. Trump. Now, you know misconduct by the president is the new normal. Okay, in the old normal, this type of misconduct would get people impeached and cause their presidency to come to an end. But we are not in normal times anymore, are we? Corey confirmed that our celebrity-in-chief, Donald J. Trump, instructed him to have then Attorney General Jeff Sessions intervene and derail a criminal investigation of Trump and his close associates. Now, this should be a big deal, all right, because it's obstruction of justice. But what is obstruction of justice to the Teflon Don, our celebrity-in-chief? Okay, it's just 3 words to him. I bet Trump didn't even know what obstruction meant when he first heard that word. He probably just thought that rhymes with construction. Okay, so he doesn't care about construction of justice. All right, well, yesterday, Corey Lewandowski was on with CNN's Allison Camerota, and she asked him why he ignored Dope 45's request to meet with then Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Let's listen to it.
We're asking you, I should say, about how the president asked you to deliver a message to Attorney General Jeff Sessions where he would unrecuse himself and limit the scope of the Mueller investigation. So let's just listen to this for a moment.
That's what he wanted you to deliver to Attorney General Jeff Sessions, correct?
I believe that's an accurate representation.
And he wanted you to deliver it to Jeff so that Jeff could say it to the people, right?
I believe so.
Now, after playing back his testimony, she didn't just ask him, she pressed him on why he ignored the celebrity-in-chief's request. And this happened.
What?
What again?
So you confirmed that you were asked to obstruct justice.
No, Allison, please. That's not what I confirmed at all. By the way, the
So
Mueller
sit
report
back.
was very clear. There was no collusion, there was no obstruction.
That's
And
what the
what
Mueller
I
report
confirmed-
said, Corey.
It absolutely says that. And
Corey.
You should read the page of that statement. And Bob
Wait
Mueller
a
had the
second, Corey.
opportunity
Hold on a
to
second.
testify
Hold on a
to
second.
that.
Time out. Did you read the Mueller report?
No, I never did.
And how do you know what it says?
Because the members of Congress were very clear about what was in that report yesterday. And so I'm reiterating.
Did you read the report? Corey, of
Allison,
course I had
did
to read the report.
You read the
Of course I had-
entire report?
Corey, of course I had to read the entire report. And let me tell you what it said.
Tell me.
There were 10 different examples of obstruction of justice in
That's
there.
not what it said. Allison, you're being disingenuous.
Okay, let's stop there for a second. Trump's former campaign manager accused Allison of not reading the Mueller report, even told her to read the page where it says there is no obstruction.
Right.
But you can't read that page in the Mueller report because there was obstruction. And how are you going to question someone on not reading something when you didn't even read it? All right, this is an epidemic that is ruining our society, people. People commenting on things with zero information and going off headlines, even if the headlines are fake, and telling those who are actually informed on the subject, they are not informed. He literally told Allison to read something he hasn't read. See, this is why information is important. This is why educating yourself is very important, because these arrogant-ass, privileged-ass white men bank on you not being informed. And he tried to use his white male privilege to intimidate Allison by, sounding like he was saying, "Oh, bless her heart, you sound disingenuous. You're being disingenuous, Allison. You couldn't possibly read the Mueller report. You're a woman." Not to mention, fascists don't like women who are politically active or aggressive, okay? They want them to be submissive and obedient, so how dare Allison challenge him on his reading skills and challenge him about something that he didn't read and she did. Now, what happened next? Well, Corey asked Allison to break down the so-called obstruction that's in the Mueller report, and Allison, since she actually read it, came with the receipts. Let's listen.
Here they are. Let me pull them up on the screen for you, since
Okay,
you didn't read the Mueller
put the
report.
Mueller
How can
report
you
up
know
on the
what's
screen,
in there?
please.
When the
Put the
president
Mueller
asked
report.
Comey to let the Flynn investigation go, when he tried to stop Sessions' refusal, that's the one that you were involved in. You may want to read that part. When he fired Comey, when the president tried to remove Mueller, when the president tried to get Sessions to limit the probe, that's another one you were involved in. When he obscured the purpose of the Trump Tower meeting, when he asked Sessions to reverse his recusal,
Daddy, how do you make
after
a
he began
thumbnail?
to deny attempts to remove Mueller, trying
Yes.
to influence cooperation of witnesses, including Flynn, Manafort, and Cohen. Those are just some of the examples
From my YouTube channel that I made, I'm doing basketball. Like, right now, I'm making a
How
gaming
can
basketball.
experts make
So
a determination when they're unfamiliar with all the facts of the case?
Now, Corey, former Trump campaign manager.
I know, but I wanna make my-
You just gotta understand, this is America. All right, you confirm the
I have to
congressional
upload
hearing
a
that Trump
picture.
asked you to obstruct justice. Then you get on CNN and tell them that there was no obstruction in the Mueller report. You tell her to read something that you didn't even read. And when she
Oh, I
gives
feel
you
that.
10 examples of obstruction in the Mueller report, you tell her she's lying yet again. Corey, you are such a donkey that your picture should actually be the mascot for the Democrats. But this is the America we live in now, okay? Everybody in this administration is lying. Nobody is telling the truth, and Congress and the Democrats are doing nothing about it. Listen to me, Democrats. You keep doing these hearings. You've done the Mueller report. You're doing this impeachment inquiry. You talk about climate change, the economy. Mueller report shows obstruction of justice. You know it was Russian interference. You get these moments handed to you on a silver platter where these people are just caught in lies and you're too shook to move on it. All right? Listen to me, Democrats, and listen good. You have tried every single political strategy but courage. Right? Stop being cowards and exercise some courage. Please. Let Kathy Griffin give Trump's former campaign manager Corey Lewandowski the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
All more anybody can do at this point.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Trump 2020, that's what's going to happen.
I don't know about that.
All
Come
right.
on now.
If they
We got
don't,
work to do.
they're too cowardly to move on any of these lies that get handed to them on a silver platter. They could have been impeached them, but they're not. So whatever. Donkey Today is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.
I did.
Dang, how did I miss that?
To have a war, you gotta become war.
And we all know how this is going to end. KFC, all right? My wife used to work at KFC in high school, so I used to pull up and get all types of free food. 10 chicken tenders, 2 biscuits, and all the potato wedges you can give me. That was my meal of choice, all right? When I used to get high, and when my wife worked at KFC in high school, good eating there. And if I would have kept eating that BS every day, I'd probably be dead right now. If not dead, on my way. I'd probably be a 250, 275 plus pound statistic in America's obesity epidemic. I love KFC, right? Just like I love Popeyes. But man, I eat that on very rare occasions nowadays. I think I had a Popeye from KFC a few years ago. The 3-piece spicy chicken tender from Popeyes last year when my wife was pregnant. But I love myself too much now to be putting this kind of junk in my body. And what bothers me about these places, these major food corporations who peddle this fast food to people, who when it comes to diet, don't know better or simply can't afford better. Like, that's what they peddle their food to people who don't know better or simply can't afford better, okay? They know they are peddling death, but they don't care. And there's a great article in the New York Times right now called "What's the Right Way to Reverse the Obesity Epidemic?" And it talks about how the efforts to educate people about the health risk of a poor diet do not seem to be working in America. All right, it also talks about how food environments need to change. I actually want to quote an associate professor of exercise and sports science at the University of South Carolina, Aiken. Drop one of those bombs. for USC Aiken. This man's name is Brian Bard. He gave a quote for this New York Times article. He said the food industry and government have created a toxic food environment where unhealthy foods are easier and cheaper to eat than healthy food. Food is available almost everywhere, and it turns out that much of the food we are continually exposed to is of poor nutritional quality, end quote. This is why